Hello. First off, I want to share my gratitude for working for such a great company whose products add to, not take away from, the wellness of our users. Too many companies sell products with lengthy warning labels with side effects that would scare a monster. Others have used their powerful lobbying power to avoid telling consumers of the harmful effects of using their products. Doesn't it feel good to be a wellness advocate and representative of products that are helpful? We see more and more stories in the Philippines of cases where our products have helped and sometimes saved lives. It's an honor to work for doTERRA, to work with many of you in our shared goal of making the world a better place, one drop of doTERRA essential oil at a time. At first, it may have seemed that the worldwide pandemic would be a roadblock to our efforts. For example, traditional methods of sharing essential oils have not been possible or even considered. However, the pandemic is revealing new and more creative ways of reaching out to friends both near and far. Many of our wellness advocates are busier and more productive than ever. Many are teaching more people and more classes than ever. In the past, we might have been so tied to traditional approaches to share essential oils that it took a pandemic to open our eyes. Of necessity, we are now learning how to use a variety of methods and approaches. Since July of last year, it has looked as if the pandemic has only made us stronger. Diamond and silver clubs are effective crucibles of personal and business growth in every doTERRA market. As we develop our leadership base in the Philippines, we have adapted to meet the needs of our market to create a variation of the silver club we call Sprint Club. Our first Sprint Club in September to November of last year was a learning experience for both leaders and our staff. Leaders are reporting that their organizations have doubled since the Sprint Club started in September of last year. Leaders are developing habits that are translating into increased confidence and more consistent results. There is increased teamwork with leaders and their downline leaders, and leaders who were once scared to death to teach even a part of a lesson are holding several classes a month, independent from their upline leader. In our efforts to doing our part in shaping leaders to become better teachers, the Sprint Club is producing results. Our leaders are as capable and committed as ever. In an effort to help clarify the role of leaders and the role of the market office, we have come up with a visual graphic that helps reinforce these roles. We use the symbol of a sailboat, which represents your business. The first and most important thing is that any boat stays afloat. But assuming the boat can stay above water, a boat should be going somewhere, moving forward and progressing. The major forces in propelling a sailboat forward are the wind and the ability to harness the wind. In this analogy, the winds are the efforts of the wellness advocate, and the sail represents the team culture. When the wind is blowing in the right direction, or the wellness advocates are giving their best efforts, and the team culture is strong, boats go forward. The bigger the wind and the bigger the sail, the faster the progress will be. So in this graphic, all that is going on above the waterline is leader influenced. There is also another unseen but obvious force that can help or hinder progress, and that is the currents below the waterline. In this case, the currents represent the activities and support of the corporate and market office. In obvious and subtle ways, policy, compensation plan, compliance, product mix, promotions, account management support, and service levels can be a real help or a hurt in your journey forward. It would be an exaggeration to say that corporate currents are always going in the right direction, or, on the other hand, that our efforts are always in opposition to your growth. We are not always perfect, but we do try hard to right wrongs. We take seriously the role we play and in the impact of your business. Really, we need each other to succeed. This year, we have set out a plan to communicate better with our leaders and better do our part to provide more current. Here are 4 ways which we are trying to do this with leaders both new and old. I mean experienced. We don't have old leaders. For new leaders, we have a new rank orientation that we will be rolling out in a few months. This is a monthly call with all leaders who have hit a new rank to introduce them to the new responsibilities, mindsets, strategies, and tools that will be available for them to get to the next rank. For growing leaders, we have a weekly up close with the AM phone call that lasts about 45 minutes and touches on many of the important parts of the business for new leaders. For teams, we will conduct an every other month door knock with a team leader and their team builders to provide a two-way form of communication. And we'll periodically hold business reviews for our top leaders. We hope that these efforts will continue to reinforce the partnership we have with our leaders. We are looking forward to a record year for our experienced leaders and a breakout year for our newer leaders. We are excited to see what is possible this year. Thank you and best wishes.